Sobat Telkom, here we can find Blue Mina, BATIC 2023's mascot, and we can call him Blue. As you can see here, Blue is inspired by the beautiful Bali bird Jalak Bali. And Blue here is ready to accompany everyone or all the participants here at the BATIC conference. And speaking of the BATIC conference, one of the discussions that is being discussed here is about digital transformation, especially for the digital telcos who are facing challenges. And to know more about this, we will be discussing it more with our next speaker here on Heard on the Street. Okay, Blue, bye-bye. High five. And so at Telkom, our next discussion will be with Prashant Singh Parihar, Associate Vice President from Tech Mahindra. Hello, Prashant, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Regarding the trends and also the challenges the telco industry is facing, which is also, of course, being discussed here at BATIC, can you please tell us more your views on the trends and also the challenges being faced?
See, there's a 3-4 trends apart from everyone is talking about IT, okay, AI, or IoT, AI, and then part. On this, there's a few more trends which I think we should focus on. One is the quantum computing, okay. Next big thing apart after the generative AI is going to be quantum computing over there because it has a huge potential. It will be able to solve such a complex problem which computer does not able to, traditional computer won't be able to do. The challenges in setting up the quantum computing is very currently at early stages, okay. It will take time. The second, I would say, cyber security is current trend and data security is challenge. Like government also announced PDP of Indonesia, personal data protection law on this. Apart from that, if you see the challenge about the data security that companies are facing is continuing education of client, of the team, because it's more like, you see, in terms of data security, you have to keep on educating them. And someday it will happen. It's more like an insurance policy, right? And you have to moving and you have to stay ahead from your from the threat, cyber hackers and all those things. And third thing, I would say the trend that is happening is more around advanced robotics. That is going to be a game changer over there. The reason is if you see Indonesia as a market or ASEAN as a market, they are getting lots and lots of foreign FDI, okay, manufacturing. After this, Industry 4.0 is coming, where the maximum things will come on the robotics part. And the challenge is going to be for the organization on this robotics would be, one, remove the fear of loss of jobs between the employees. Second, make a self-sustainable autonomous system and do the end-to-end integration over there. So these are the 3-4 new trends that I would say apart from AI, generative AI, IoT, I think about it.
How about the challenges, for example, competition-wise? Do you see this as an upcoming challenge or ongoing challenge that telcos are facing?
I don't think the telcos have their own challenges instead of competition. Right. See, one of the key things about the market is there are two important aspects for doing a business. One, you should have a annually growth. Your growth showcase the growth. That's how the company economic grows. And you should minimize your cost of operations. Okay. Now, what is happening into the market right now? The challenges that is happening. The data rates, the services that are coming up, the prices is going down here. You see, 5 years ago, what were the prices for the normal services, and now it's all free. Call is free of cost. SMS is free of cost through WhatsApp, right? So the revenue streams are going down while the cost is increasing. So currently, the challenge for the organizations are more about internal. They have to how they can generate more revenue stream. Okay, what are the things they can do it to get up the more revenue, focus on the growth perspective. That's why if you see everyone is talking about next phase, next thing that is coming around and how they can minimize the cost of operation. Generative AI, the benefit of generative AI is about they can significantly reduce the cost of doing the day-to-day activities which manual and human intervention are doing over there.
And Prashant, you mentioned that companies in the industry needs to be one step ahead. For example, for the cybersecurity, we have to be one step ahead of the hackers. How can companies ensure that they can stay one step ahead of the threats, of the challenges that they are facing?
Okay, so I have a, so I focus on this and I would say establish a vision. Vision is more about common idea. But when I see about, okay, I have divided the vision into with the name convention over there is first value-based campaigns. So whatever the values that you are bringing, second, invest in infrastructure. Okay, like this BATIC event, if you say everyone is talking about the investment in infrastructure, that is very important because you have to step your system, which is going to run all the application, has to be one step ahead. Second, sharing of knowledge. I would say there is no competition into this. Shouldn't be any competition. You are growing together.
Right.
Like all the telcos can grow together, work together. If you see the best example in the BATIC event, Telkomcell and Indosat, both are working part of the event, right? The next is about interoperable standards. So gone are those days where you have a one specific OEM, you have to take any specific product or services. You can take around on this, right? The O means ongoing innovations. You have keep on continuing because see, example, the market trends are changing.
Right.
If you see whatever the things that we are doing 5 years ago, we are not doing right now. Okay. And the last is network of excellence. So you have to focus on the service quality and all those things. These are the things, if you work it around, you will keep on staying ahead. And that's how I just call it as a vision. Because if you see, every organization has a certain vision and mission. Now it's depend on individual or an organization or a company or a leader to how they can, define it for the next 5 years, 10 years. Right now, even in the event, one of the leaders was saying, every year we meet and we discuss what we have to do in next 5 to 10 years. Okay, because every year market dynamics are changing.
Right. Okay. Speaking of scaling up, of course, each businesses, as they grow, they need to scale up their businesses. And now many digital telcos are talking about transformation. From your point of view, and probably from your experiences as well, what are the key strategies? Or when does a telco needs to transform itself? Are there any, trigger or probably some checklists that we need to focus on?
For a telco, transformation is not a one-time process. It's a continuous improvement, right? And it's your home on this completely, or city. Every time you improve something, sometimes you bring up new things, sometimes you rectify, sometimes you sunset your old system, right? The things that were there 10 years back, there's already a systems that are available into the market which are providing 10 times more efficiency, right? Example on this, right? Servers, hardware, infrastructure, data coming they are more efficient. There is no point of keeping. That is also transformation. Now, if you see, there is a one-touch point. Like example, I'll give you a telecom group. So few months ago, they launched one touch, one mobile, one application, one bill for all sort of services. This is also a transformation. It is in terms of the customer experience. Now, if you see all the mobile applications that are coming, chat, bot and all those things, right? This is also so it's a transformation process. Now, when it's come to the overall market, this is at a macro level. At a macro level, you see, the organization have to move out from a mindset of a connectivity selling provider.
Right.
Okay. Earlier, what they were doing is they used to sell the SIM card, corporate plan, connectivity solution, lease line, and all those to the end customers, enterprise customers, SMB. If you see, Indonesia is a huge SMB market over there. Okay. Now, what happens on this part overall? They have to move from the technology selling to the solution selling, and they have to build up a complete product service ecosystem.
And Prashant, since you're here at BATIC, and BATIC is an annual event going through the years, how do you see BATIC event through the years, and especially this year?
So I think it's a great event. First of all, it's happening, and it's one of the annual telecom, international telecom event, which is happening annually in Indonesia. I'm very happy about it. So putting up a name of Indonesia and Bali over on a global map of telco world. Okay. And the good thing about it, if you see more than 1,000 participants coming, the companies are coming, you see people from US, Australia, everywhere. They are sharing up the knowledge, connecting with the people. And if you see my research, like we were discussing about the collaboration, partnership, it's not a competition. So all people are working for the betterment of the future on this side, how we can grow the complete telco sector. I really commend, appreciate organizers, Talent Group, Telkom, Delta Partners, and all other Indosat, all who just came together. I wish like every year it should be happening. This is the second time it's happening, and I think next year also you will see me over here again. Yeah,
especially to open more, fostering collaborations, also partnerships for the betterment of the industry itself.
Agree.
Thank you very much, Prashant, for your time on Heard on the Street. And Sobat Telkom, that was our discussion with Prashant Singh Parihar, Associate Vice President from Tech Mahindra. And stay with us on Heard on the Street for our next session of discussion with another speaker of the BATIC conference on Heard on the Street Special BATIC Edition.